So in your Google Classroom, the process of creating the assignment is the same. You're going to go down to your plus, and we're going to create an assignment. We'll then notice the assignment is set up for your class. Remember, you can always drop down and select multiple classes if you're teaching the same. And then next to it, we'll notice the drop-down menu for students. By default, it will be all students selected. To differentiate assignments or individualize, go ahead and unclick the all students. You then have the ability to go through and select which students specifically you want to receive the assignment. And then the rest of the steps are really the same. Go ahead and give the assignment a name and a due date. Remember, also new this year, you can assign topics. So if you're keeping track of units or maybe certain book questions, you can always add that as a topic. If you want it, remember you have also the attachment options. And then when you go ahead and click assign, your assignment now will appear on the feed of only the students who you've selected in the assignment creation area. Now that you can finally do this in Google Classroom, what can you do with it? This feature really now gives you several options in Classroom. You can create the group activities, maybe that you've previously had in place or have been creative about how to push out work to different groups in Google Classroom. All the group members are now in one place, and you don't have to kind of use multiple platforms to check in on them. You can use this feature to maybe provide extra practice for students who are struggling and maybe just need a little bit of extra work in specific areas. Leveling activities. You can differentiate between creating a couple different versions of an assignment, starting with a basic and one that is a little bit more rigorous for students. Another option maybe is focusing on interest-based activities. Maybe this would be a great tool in the language arts classroom where you're doing lit circles or certain groups of students are all reading the same book together. And then, another option, maybe in your class, you are working more with like rotating activities where this week a certain group of kids will work on the iPads doing something, and then next week the group of students who will have that experience will change. So you could then differentiate that way as well. If you have any questions about how to differentiate work in Google Classroom, please let me know.